YouTube, this is your boy Sherry Speech. I'm going to talk to you guys about The Walking Dead, Season 8, Episode 11, Dead or Alive, or. And pretty much, this episode was pretty insightful, if you will, in terms of Gabriel and Dr. Carson's little saga. Spoilers up ahead, I just want to let you guys know that. This episode started off really mellow and really nice, you know. We see the continuation, as I mentioned, Dr. Carson and Gabriel's journey. It turns out Gabriel's infection is getting a lot worse. In fact, it's infecting his optic nerves, and in other words, it's impairing his vision very badly. And so, with that being said, he runs the risk of permanently losing his sight, and it looks like it's already happening. Actually, we saw it many times when he was trying to look at stuff. He had to hold it up to his face, or do like this, or hold it up to his face and do like this, because he wasn't able to see it, right? And so that was a pretty big major concern. So they start walking ahead. They found this little abandoned radio station / house. The owner actually was trying to get help. Gabriel was trying to be optimistic and telling Dr. Carson, like, look, I'll let him guide the way. I'll let God lead the way. Dr. Carson's like he's starting to not really believe in that because during just the situation, and even Dr. Carson even asked Gabriel, like, you're losing your sight, doesn't that at least piss you off or scare you? He's like, listen, I'll let him guide the way. He jokingly said, I'll let him guide the way. Or when they found the car, he just said, well, you sure you want me to drive? Because, Dr. Carson got his foot, he stepped in a bear trap, messed up his foot. So Gabriel jokingly said, well, you sure? I'll just let him drive, for a little while. So I like the fact that Gabriel kept his sense of humor up until that point, in which Dr. Carson, when they were captured by a Control 4 unit of the Saviors, Dr. Carson actually ended up killing himself because as they're on the back of that pickup truck by one of the Saviors, a group of Saviors, Gabriel says, if you can see it, then you can believe it. And Carson says, I do see it. And so he ends up killing himself, leaving Gabriel all alone, which actually made Gabriel weep, as we all know, and as we all would actually in that situation. And it's really messed up because, Gabriel wasn't alone. He had Dr. Carson. Dr. Carson was actually supposed to deliver Maggie's baby, but luckily Sadiq has medical experience, so I'm actually glad that he was actually able to make it to the Hilltop along with Daryl and Co. We also saw a little bit of a situation with Tara and Dwight, because Daryl really questioning as to why Dwight is still alive and why isn't he dead. To which which is why Daryl, I'm sorry, not Daryl, and Rosita said, look, he has very in-depth information on the Sabres and how we can get rid of them, finish them off. Which is why Dwight's not dead. Also he hates the Sabres as well. He hates the Negan like a motherfucker. So why not? And so really, that's just how it really goes down. We even get a little bit of a chase between Tara and Dwight, which leads to Control 4 actually taking Dwight in, going back to the Saviors. And it looks like this could be our final call up for Dwight, because now Negan, at the end of the episode, Negan even said, look, from now on, I'm not even going to bash you guys. I'm just going to take these little guts right here, give it like a little bit of a cut, and let the infection do the worst. Let it do its work. So now Negan won't even have to even bash any heads. He'll just let the guts or splatter just hit the Hilltop or whoever decides to defy them. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see if he decides to go through with that. Before Dr. Carson and Gabriel went on the little journey, they were actually able to find antibiotics for Gabriel, so his fever broke actually finally, but his eyesight was still pretty bad. So we'll see what happens with Gabriel. He went to the little gunsmith shop where Eugene was held. And Gabriel was telling him, I thought I found my purpose, and Eugene said to me too. And you can honestly tell that Gabriel's faith is now shaken because, he's lost Dr. Carson, his companion, his buddy, so the last person he was with. So that's gotta be pretty detrimental to his mentality, his optimism, all that. So again, I think Gabriel, we won't be seeing much of Gabriel really soon, as well as Dwight maybe. So we'll see what happens. This is your boy Sherry Speaks.